Welcome everyone, welcome to a brand new Let's Play. In this Let's Play, we are playing the next Dragon Age games. We finished Origins, we finished Awakening, we're just moving straight in to Dragon Age 2. And actually, let me just tweak this a little bit. I want a little bit of anti-aliasing. Normally I'm not a big fan, but it's a bit, there we go, it's not quite as sharp now. Yeah, I mean, we'll just get straight into it. So this one is a lot different to the first one. We only follow one character. We follow Hawk, who is a male or female of our choice. I think we might do female this time, maybe. Male or female? She may be male. So we don't want to be a rogue. Rogues are fun, but I think we're looking at warrior. Warrior or mage? Because I'm trying to remember. There's a thing in this game with your sibling. I can't remember whether it's like male or female or what. I think off the top of my head, I'm gonna go female warrior. I do always love the idea. Female with big sword. Just, you know, female wielding a big sword that, you know, most men don't wield. That's a trope that I love. But let's just get straight into it. But yeah, as I was saying, this one's quite a bit different. I think this one, like, they rushed it at the end or something.
I've had gentler invitations.
So it's like quite a tight game compared to the first one. It's not world spanning. This one is time spanning, but follows the same city. So same, like, one location and surrounding area, but over many years.
Which one?
You know exactly why I'm here. Time to start talking, dwarf. They tell me you're good at it.
What do you want to know?
Everything. Start at the beginning.
It's real quiet. I might try and turn it up when I get in. Let's see how we go. This one also plays very differently to the first one. The first one was like RPG, but sort of tactics, whereas this one's a lot more action, sort of RPG. Ah, it is me and my sister. Perfect. I like Bethany a lot more than, I think the other one's name's Carver, the brother. Bam. What a hero.
Scouts. We will have to fight them sooner or later. Then we make our stand here. Prepare yourself.
Alright. Let's get on it. Right click an enemy to attack. Easy. I think you can also press R, I think. Targets like the closest. Yeah, it does. And then it just auto attacks, so I don't have to do nothing. It is nice to just be able to do the R attack. Oh yeah, the two-handed sword lets me hit groups, that's right. Yeah, being able to just press R to target closest enemy, it really leans it into that action RPG thing instead of normal RPG. So also have Mighty Blow, which we'll do right here. Boom! Turn him into mist.
We can't keep this up forever.
I'm right beside you.
We'll make it through this together. Here they come. Shall I deal with them?
Yeah, do it.
All yours, sister.
They also changed the dialogue, like it's fully voiced now, as opposed to before where your character was voiceless. Oh, I have all my abilities now. Cool. Boom.
I'll deal with this.
Okay, I need to get used to this again. Is it 5 for taunt, right? Yeah. That's a pommel smash, I know that one. Nice. Boom. Oh, I forgot just how... Okay, there we go. Now I can change things. I was going to say, I forget just how fun this is. Wow, that's as loud as it goes, eh? Oh, okay. Well, that's not very helpful. Man, it's real quiet, though. Real quiet. Okay, so Mighty Blow can hit multiple. I thought it only hit the one target. Okay, and this one also introduces, like, combo attacks, which are a bit of a mess. It's, like, good in theory, but in practice I don't like it. Because you can, like, as a warrior, you can stagger people. As a rogue, I think you can sunder them. As a mage, I think you... What do you do as a mage? Stun or something? Alright, let's get on this ogre. Did it just instantly stumble? Man, we are badass. Just absolutely destroying them. This ogre can't even stand up. Got him. Oh, we get the cool little animation. Does look a bit wonky with the big sword. Ooh. Archdemon. Big dragon. High dragon.
Bullshit. Not what really happened.
Love it.
Does that not match the story you've heard, Seeker?
Yeah, so
I'm not interested in stories.
you might
I came
have
to hear
guessed.
truth.
What
That's
makes you
not
think
how it
I know
happened.
the truth?
Don't lie to me. You knew her even before she became the champion.
Even if I did, I don't know where she is now.
Do you have any idea what's at stake here?
Let me guess. Your precious chantries fall into pieces and put the entire world on the brink of war.
Something like that.
And you need the one person who could help you put it back together.
The champion was at the heart of it when it all began. If you can't point me to her...
So this entire game is basically just a setup for the next one, which I kind of enjoy.
Not at all.
Classic BioWare that just like has their entire plot planned way early on in a series. Right, now we get the true story, which starts with us selecting a preset. I do kind of like the blood smear. It's a very iconic Hawk. And I do actually like Hawk being that default, although that's kind of a fun one too. Do you go for something a little bit different? I always go for this one. But maybe we want like... Yeah, like green eyes? I will say, in any game ever that has things like this, I only ever change, like, I'll just find a preset I like I don't mind the shape of the face and everything. I will only ever change hair and, like, eye color and stuff. Just because I think that's the most noticeable bits. Like black hair, I do like a deep red. It's pretty good. Alright, like that. What about eyes? Eye color? I do like the green. Maybe go for a darker green. Although the striking blue was also pretty good. Or grey? Looks a bit off, but maybe that's what you want. I'll go for the bright green. I think that's a choice. Alright, portrait. Change background. Like red. Name. Actually, I kind of like Marion Hawk. It's a good one. Events of Dragon Age Origins. So I can just import it. Which I kind of feel like I will. Which I think is going to be this one, right? Yeah. That one? Actually, hang on. What did it say? If we select this, plot summary. Yep. King Chaos was burned. Shell's Skull's keeps reclaimed. Architect's dead. Architect's dead. Amaranth was saved from Darkspawn Assault. Yeah, okay. Seems reasonable. Boom. Start game. We're just going normal. And it's like one of the best parts about Dragon Age, right? You import your save. Same with Mass Effect. You import it from right at the beginning to right at the end. And that's just so appealing. Something about building a story over multiple independent games that's so much fun.
King Kalen died on the field with his men, betrayed by his most trusted.
Shows real like thought put into stuff.
Unopposed, the Horde marched on the village of Lothering.
So we're getting a bit of the backstory of our Dragon Age run.
Burned, and many innocents were slaughtered.
Yep.
The champion's family barely escaped in time.
So that's where we start, basically. We were in Lothering. Nice. Yeah, I don't have my super awesome armor anymore. Just peasant clothes.
I think that's all of them.
For the moment, make us save us. We've lost it all. Everything your father and I built.
I'm sorry, Mother.
I know how much Lothering meant to you, but we have to move.
Yes. You're right.
We should have run sooner. Why did we wait so long?
Why are you looking at us? We've been running since Ostagar.
Yeah, speaking of running.
Not to interrupt, but the Blight's not going to wait while we stand here pointing fingers.
Please, listen to your sister.
That's right.
Then let's go. Lead on.
I think I'm supposed to be the eldest. I think Hawk's supposed to be the eldest. That's how it goes. Do we... What's up? Ah, it is tab. Cool. Okay, so we have axe and shield if we want to go that way, but... But I think two-handed sword. That's the real shit. Yeah, and you can see we do not do half as much damage as we did before. There may have been quite a bit of a... Wow, did I just level up instantly? I did level up. Holy crap! There may have been quite a bit of bullshitting going on there. Right. So what do I want to do? So we have two-handed Warmonger, Battlemaster, Weapon, and Shield. Vanguard. So what's Vanguard's, I tell you? Good offense is best defense. It feels pretty good. I have to be level 3 though. So really, the only thing I can get is. If we get Defender. Stonewall? Nah, I don't think we want that. What's Battlemaster good for? When fighting solos, efficient killing machine. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just take, what, Mighty Blow? It seems to be what it's trying to get us to do.
Wait, where are we going?
Oh, I don't know, away from here.
Away from the Darkspawn. Where
That's
else?
right.
And then where? We can't just wander aimlessly.
Why not?
So long as we wander aimlessly away from the Horde, I'm happy.
Yeah.
We can go to Kirkwall.
Kirkwall? Are you sure that's wise? There's a lot of Templars in Kirkwall, Mother.
I
No.
know that, but we still have family there, and an estate.
Then we need to get to Gwarin and take ship.
Yep.
If we survive that long, I'll just be happy to get out of here.
Be careful!
Oop, more darkspawn.
Now you
But now we can do the mighty blow. Oh, Templar. Whoop. That's a nasty gash. Ooh.
You will not have him!
Nice.
They will not have you. Not while I breathe.
Well, we're coming. Boom. God, mighty blow is pretty good, huh?
How about you?
I will admit though, this one compared to the first one, like, your hits feel really ineffective in this one. And it kind of means that you do a lot of swinging.
Stop squirming, Wesley. You'll make
You know,
it
you just
worse.
kind of swing around a lot. You don't actually do anything. It doesn't feel that way.
Well, the Maker has a sense of humor.
Hmm.
Darkspawn and now a Templar. I thought they all abandoned Lothering.
The Spawn are clear in their intent, but a mage is always unknown. The Order dictates.
Oh, mate.
Wesley.
We're all getting killed by
That
darkspawn.
woman is an apostate. The
Figure it out
Order
later.
Dictates.
Dear, they saved us. The Maker understands.
Also, we outnumber you, so...
Of course.
I am Aveline Valen. This is my husband, Sir Wesley. We can hate each other when we're safe from the Horde.
That's right. Sensible. Can you be trusted?
You're quick to offer your allegiance.
Another blade between us and the Darkspawn? Yes, please.
So
Fair
long
enough.
as the Horde is their first concern.
My duty is clear, but that is for another day, if we are granted that opportunity.
We will be fine. We all will.
How'd you survive the Horde?
For a while, it looked like we were the only ones to escape the Darkspawn.
We aren't free of them yet. Just like at Ostigar, this is just the start.
You were there. Yes, I see it now. Third Company, under Captain Varel.
Then you saw how the whole of the army was defeated.
How do you know that?
We fell to betrayal, not the Darkspawn. This arm of the Horde will not have the same advantage.
Alright. Keep away from my
So
sister.
long as you know I stand with Bethany, Templar.
Understood.
That's right.
Now we move with you. North is cut off. We barely escaped the main body of the Horde.
Then we're trapped. The wilds are to the south, that's no way out.
We have no choice. The Darkspawn have us fenced in. We go south.
That's right. We're not going north, so... Guess we'll just have to find out. No, no other loot? Just one Lyrium potion? Okay. Alright. Come on, Darkspawn. Oh, we got Aveline with us now. Cool. Kaboom! Yeah, actually, it is kind of fun being a rogue in this, just because you get... Because you have daggers, you, like, stab real quick. It's just jab, 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 jab. That's why they say that they're adept at taking down a single target, or whatever it said. Because they really are. Like, you just get so many attacks in such a short span that you out-attack the enemy. And the daggers do not do that. You know, they don't do that much less damage than, like, a big two-handed sword. Not as much as you'd maybe expect. Oh, grunt. Nice. Dead refugi. Oh. Crossbowman. Press escape and select level up. Oh yeah, we do it that way. Oh, it's because we have attributes. Oh shit, I forgot forgot you also have attributes. I'll go strength, little bit of dex maybe, and some constitution, since I think we're gonna be the smackers. Bethany, she can just have maxed out magic. You'll notice they've cut down on the spells quite a bit in this one. They did. They wrecked the spells in this game. We're gonna go for Crushing Prison because it's just so good. But, yeah. It's a bit rough. Bit rough on this one. Let's give you Mighty Blow as well. Aveline, she's fine. Wait, did I say... Oh, she's already moved towards Rival, because you have Friend and Rival points. I'm just gonna take this real quick. just gonna pick these up. Do a little bit of looting before we move in. Yeah, so this game's a lot less strategic, a lot more cinematic, I'd say would be a good way to put it. You, like, achieve so many ridiculous things in this one than you did in the first game. And you were like a Grey Warden badass in the first game. But this one just... You have so many awesome moments and find out that Hawk is so cool. Amulet? 15 attack? Won't say no. Better than 15 less attack. Better than 15 less. Oh, that's a lot of boys. That's an Emissary Apprentice, which is just their spellcasters. Yeah, we don't really have a rogue at the moment, which is not great. It means we don't have a lot of damage potential. We have, like, all the crowd control, none of the damage. Thankfully, these guys are all pretty easy. Actually, considering how much Bethany keeps getting attacked from behind, I think it's definitely a good call to give her Mind Blast. Carver, you seem to have some friends. You brought a whole gang back with you. It is nice just to be able to press the R button. Like, I keep saying it, but you have no idea. It makes combat so much smoother. You don't have to, like, stop, choose your target, stop, choose your target every time something dies. You just press R. And sure, that only attacks closest, but look, for the most part, that's normally enough. Do a bit more strength, a bit more con, a bit more dex. I think we'll go for a bit of a broad sort of build. Giant's Reach, +1 meter reach. It's pretty good. So it's Vanguard. Control. I'll just go Control or Might. More damage, more attack. So we hit more often or we do more damage. Ooh, that's a tough one. I might actually just go the passive. I might just go Giant's Reach. I think just more like base usefulness. More fire damage? Sure. And Carver, you can just go full strength, I think, and maybe you'll get you to activate Might. Aveline, I think you need that and a bit of Constitution, because you're more of a defensive character. So I think you want to go... This is Defender. Just literally go Defender. Maybe? Now, I think in this one... Do you do full tactics in this one? Oh, you do full tactics in this one. Oh, it's a bit crap, isn't it? Oh, wow. They're way ahead of me. I was just about to put a self-any activate Might, and they're like, yep. That's a good plan. Okay, we don't have a rogue, though, so we can't pick locks. So that chest is just gonna be there. See, so we still have the ogre. So he didn't... Our dwarf friend didn't completely lie.
You soulless bastards.
Well... pretty sure he did. Yes, this is why I was trying to remember which one, because it changes depending on changes depending on who you are. I think if you're a mage, you end up with Carver. I think it's because we're a warrior, then we have Bethany. I think if you're a warrior or a rogue, if you're not a mage, basically. Now we have heals just here. Because I think they want to manufacture like tension for stuff later on, like mage versus non-mage stuff, like they do in every game. So yeah, if you're a mage, you end up with Carver, who is obviously not magical. If you are not magical, you end up with Bethany, who is. So you have someone to fight with, basically.
Carver, wake up. The battle's over. We're fine.
I'm sorry, mistress. Your son is gone.
Yeah.
These things will not take Carver.
Yeah. He died bravely.
Carver gave himself to save us.
I don't want a hero. I want my son.
That's
How could you let
fair.
him charge off like that? Your little brother. My little boy.
Mother, we can't stay here. Carver wouldn't want his sacrifice to be meaningless.
Allow me to commend your son's soul to the Maker, mistress.
Thank you, Wesley.
Ashes we were, and ashes we become. Maker, give this young man a place at your side. Let us take comfort in the peace he has found in eternity.
It's not a
I will
terrible,
never forget you, Carver.
it's not a terrible prayer, to be honest. It's alright, he won't be
But
alone.
at least Father will have company now.
Flames. We're too late.
Flames? It's a weird curse. Also, I do like that our like giant two-handed sword is really not that much bigger than Avalyn's one-handed one. It's just like the hilt is longer.
There's no end to them.
Really. Because she keeps holding it in one hand. It really bothers me. Oh, so the dragon was true. We're gonna get interrupted again, just like, there was not a dragon. Don't lie to me again. Oh, okay. Maybe she believes him this time. God, telling like the story of someone in the past is such a good framing device. Ooh. Yep, guess who it is. She's looking a bit better now, but who do we know that can shapeshift into a dragon?
What have we here?
She had a real glow up from the first game.
It used to be we never got visitors to the
I
wild.
don't remember if this is like
Now it seems they arrive
set
in a
before
horde.
she dies in the first game or after. I think it's before. Nice trick.
Impressive. Where'd you learn how to turn into a dragon?
Perhaps I am a dragon.
Maybe.
So, count yourself lucky. The smell of burning darkspawn does nothing for the appetite. If you wish to flee the darkspawn, you should know you are heading in the wrong direction.
Oh.
You can't just leave us here.
Can I not?
Yeah, like why not? She saved us. She did her good Samaritan duty.
I spotted a most curious sight. A mighty ogre vanquished. Who could perform such a feat? But now my curiosity is sated, and you are safe.
It's a good point, actually. Kaelin got super murdered by one ogre, and we killed one, so we're better than the king. We need to get out of
Won't
here.
be able to get through the darkspawn on our own.
They are everywhere, or soon will be. Where is it you plan to run to?
We need to get to Kirkwall. In the Free Marches.
Kirkwall? Aye. But
Yeah,
that is
it's just like, wow, that's... So if you remember map from the first game. Like, we do the DLC, do it in Amaranthine, which is like in the northest tip of Ferelden. Kirkwall's like north of that. And they're currently on the Wilds, which is south of Lothering. So we just have to travel like the whole country. He's dead.
King Kalen was betrayed. There's nothing for me here.
I see. Hurtled into the chaos, you fight, and the world will shake before you. Is it fate or chance? I can never decide. It appears fortune smiles on us both today. I may be able to help you yet.
Just like
There
that.
must be a catch.
There is always a catch. Life is a catch. I suggest you catch it while you can.
Maybe we
Fair
shouldn't
enough.
trust her. I don't even know what she is.
I know what she is. The Witch of the Wilds.
Some call me that. Also Flemeth. Asha Belinar.
Yeah, so it's good old Flemeth.
Does it matter? I offer you this. I will get your group past the Horde in exchange for a simple delivery to a place not far out of your way. Would you do this for a Witch of the Wilds?
What do the rest of you think?
Should we trust her?
Wesley is injured. We'll never escape the Darkspawn.
If you need to, leave me behind.
No.
He's
I
got the
said I would
taint.
drag you out if I
Look
had
at his
to,
eyes.
and I meant it.
Agreed.
Don't have much choice.
We never do. There is a clan of Dalish elves near the city of Kirkwall. Deliver this amulet to their keeper, Marathari. Do as she asks with it, and any debt between us is paid in full.
Okay, that's
Before
easy
I
enough.
Take you anywhere, however, there is another matter.
Yeah.
No. Leave him alone.
What has been done to your man is within his blood already.
That's right. You don't think his eyes always look
lie.
like that?
She's right, Aveline. I can feel the corruption inside me.
Just look at his face. What corruption?
What are you talking about?
From the Darkspawn. All that blood. I knew.
Yeah, which you don't think about, right? Because in the first one you play a
Much
Grey
time
Warden who
before
are
you.
immune.
Not long now.
But that is not the case for everyone else. We have to
There
help
must
him.
be something we can do.
The only cure I know of is to become a Grey Warden.
Hmm.
And they all died at Ostagar.
Not all, but the last are now beyond your reach.
That's right. So this is after Ostagar. And after Flemeth saves
Aveline.
your Grey Warden, but before she dies, I guess.
You can't ask me this. I won't.
Please. The corruption is a slow death. I can't.
Yeah, like that's terminal. I'll do it.
I'm sorry, Aveline. This has to be done.
That's right. You don't have to do it to your husband, but someone's got to do it.
Thank you.
Brutal.
Without an end, there can be no peace. It gets no easier. Your struggles have only just begun.
Flemeth,
I thought that might interest you.
you expect me to believe a
Yeah, see, there it is.
out of the wild to save the champion.
You saying she
Oh,
didn't?
Come now, Seeker. Do I need to recite the tale of the Warden as well?
No. Perhaps I shouldn't be surprised to hear of her involvement.
That's right. Seems that all she does is fly
my
around
version better,
saving
too.
heroes.
What else aren't you telling me then? Did she send someone with the champion?
In a matter of speaking.
So it's true. Continue. But if you tell me they all flew to Kirkwall on a dragon...
No.
So fanciful, I assure you.
He probably just flew to a
The
port.
witch kept her word and got them to Guaran, where
Yeah.
they took ship.
I don't know with what money.
They sailed north across the waking sea, lashed by terrible storms. 2 weeks they spent in that dark hold, packed in with the
Oh, I
fearful
guess they're
and the desperate.
refugees. Right, okay.
And then they saw it. Kirkwall, the city of chains. Long ago it was part of the Imperium, slaves coming from far and wide to work the quarries. Now, it's a free city, but I use the word loosely. Sail through those black cliffs and you'll see what the slaves of old saw. The gallows, welcoming you. That's where their ship landed, with all the rest.
Yeah, along with everybody else. What I will say straight away is this game is so much more stable than Dragon Age 1 on modern hardware, because this is not as old. Not anywhere near as old as Dragon Age 1. Oh, it's like such a little boat. There's no way that could travel over the sea. It's more like a barge, really. It's too flat-bottomed. Surely if you had any sort of turbulence in the water, it would just snap in half. But on an ugly bird. But nonetheless, we made it.
Anyone into the city. What?
Okay,
It
ish.
can't be. It's true. Look at them all.
They're Fereldans, just like us. Fleeing for their lives.
Well, we're
And
not
they
in
throw us
Ferelden
all
anymore,
back to
though.
the wolves. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's totally
I'm only
believable.
surprised they let us dock.
That's right.
We
Easier
need
to
to
throw
find
us out
Gavin.
if they don't let us dock.
Our family has always been highly regarded in Kirkwall. He can do something, I'm sure of it. Let's hope he received your letter.
The guards seem to be reporting to that man. Perhaps we should speak to him.
Alright, but we are going to have to try and get into the city in the next episode. So guys, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more content from me, the Aussie Nerd, feel free to subscribe to my channel and check out the other videos on there. If you think you know any friends of mine enjoy my content, make sure you share a video or two with them. Really appreciate it. And finally, if you want to leave any hints, tips, tricks, feedback for the videos, or you just want to say hi, make sure you do so in the comments section down below so I can see it. And I'll see all of you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.